Hi everyone, this is Neil Wright here, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. I have here a couple of cases, and case one is of a patient who attended with a blocked left ear. As you can see, this earwax is extremely sticky, glutinous, mushy, so I've immediately reached out for the medical grade olive oil spray that I use. And what the olive oil spray does, it does several things actually. It helps to bind the wax together. When you've got really loose, wet, mushy wax like this, the oil almost binds it together as it comes out in bigger chunks. In addition, it also helps to line and lubricate the inside of the suction probe. So as the wax is traveling up, it's less likely to get blocked. It's one of the main issues with a wax plug like this. It tends to block as you're suctioning. So I've just, again, put some more olive oil spray in. You're just doing it in layers. So other instruments that you may consider removing this plug of wax with is a Jobson horn, for example. Problem with a Jobson horn in a plug like this is you're going to have to get really deep behind the wax plug, and the wax plug is already past the second bend, and beyond the second bend we've got the osseous portion of the ear canal, the bony part, and that's a very sensitive part of the ear, and quite possibly the Jobson horn, as you can see, if I was to go into that opening and behind the wax, we're very close to the eardrum. A third possible issue with the Jobson horn in trying to remove this is because of the consistency, you may just end up spreading the wax almost like a like jam on a slice of toast because it's so soft, loose and mushy. So the olive oil technique and suction, you'll see how well it works, and already I've got half of this plug out. But now that I've got this more lateral part, it's coming away in bigger chunks, as you can see. So it's definitely the approach to use. We've got this residual wax very deep in the ear. It's up against the eardrum, and you can just see the eardrum there at about 4 o'clock, and that's the blue tinge on screen. And again, you've got to be careful with the suction probe not to push it too far in, because you could, just like I mentioned with the Jobson horn, where you may just inadvertently spread it against the canal wall. Even with the suction probe, if you push it too deep up against the wax, you may just compress it against the eardrum, so it can be problematic if you do so. So the key is just to hover over the surface and let's let the suction do the job. Again, you can see it's just blocking the suction probe there. I'm just trying to unblock it, which I managed to do. It just saved me coming out of the ear. Now, this is just all a bit of surface sticky wax skin. If it comes away, brilliant. If not, I'm not overly concerned, but I did manage to peel away the majority of it. This part of the ear canal, the anterior canal walls, so the front section of the ear canal, is slightly protruding. You can see it's almost raised a little bit, so it's protruding towards the midsection of the canal. And that creates a little valley. You'll see the little valley on screen in a moment. Just to the right of the sucker, that's the bottom of the ear canal. So it's quite a bit of a V shape there. You may be able to see that around 4 o'clock on screen. Eardrum looks nice and healthy. Just a bit of staining around the edge, that's non-significant. And I'm just going to mop up near the entrance. They did have quite a wide ear canal actually. So it's a good size to work in. So at least the lateral part, as I mentioned, as we went deeper in the ear canal did narrow.